Morning, how are you? Happy 4th of July holiday weekend, the celebration of freedom, independence, freedom. That's such a big, beautiful word. And how do we really attain freedom? And what is it that we really long to be free from? Of course, no one wants to be controlled or dominated. Of course. That goes without saying. Many even think, well, either we're controlled or we're the controller. Either we dominate or we're dominated. That's an illusion. We need freedom from many mixed up ideas that we live with that dictate our life. The shock is the way our ideas, our notions, our beliefs dictate our life rather than this simple reality of what's going on and what's right here, right now. Excuse me, I'm sorry. So we need, mostly all of us are longing for freedom from sorrow. That's it. Freedom from loss, which we experience so much. Especially on an anniversary. It's natural to look backwards. How many years have we been united, whether it's a country and the people or a relationship or whatever? We look backwards always. We look at the history. We look at what happened, and we look ahead of what's going to happen, what we fear, what we want, what we crave. It's difficult to stay in the moment right now, right where we are right now, without comparing the moment to past moments or future moments that we dream about or that we long for. Of course, the future moments, those are just our hopes, our wishes. Why is it so hard to stay right in the present moment? And I'll tell you why. Because the present moment itself is so fleeting. What we're up against is our really, maybe inexperience. I would use that word rather than inability. I would say our inexperience in dealing with change. An anniversary marks a point, so we stop and we notice all the change. And we don't realize that life itself is nothing but constant change. Change. We grow. We get healthy. We don't feel well. Change. Every moment, every person. And we do experience the changes as, oh, we've lost something. It's not the way it was. That's so sad because, of course, it's not the way it was. We don't really see that nothing is the way it was. Life itself is changed, and change is not loss unless we look at it that way. You see, we have to perceive the reality of change, of transience, of motion. I've had a great help in doing that because I live on a quite very high floor and there's no not very high, but it's a high floor. And there's only glass. There are no walls between me and the sky and the clouds, especially the clouds. And I have learned so much. It's unbelievable from just being so close to the clouds and watching them. And inevitably, they actually feel like they're in my apartment. And one moment, oh my goodness, the beauty, the color, the formations, they're magnificent. The other night, I said to my son, oh, you're here just on time. Look at that sunset. And he was in awe of it. And I was in awe of the beauty, the color, the change. And then if you turned around 5 minutes later, it's gone. There's another formation. I said, you're so fortunate you were here just at that moment, just to see that. And he also felt sad about it, about it's here and then it's gone. I said, no. I understand the sadness, the feeling that you're losing all the time with this change. But if you just flow with the river, understand that that is our life, and be with the change and be with the next moment, because the next moment has its own beauty, its own power, its own lessons. Don't compare it with what you want to come or with what has passed. Here it is now. That's very, very important also in relationships, where people will say, what happened to the love we had? It's disappeared. Where did it go? It didn't go anywhere. It didn't go anywhere. Your love can never leave. And love meaning appreciation, gratitude, presence, acceptance. If you mean by love clinging to what was, holding on to it fast, that's not love. That's attaching, grasping, and that brings sorrow and pain. We can choose. We must choose. Are you going to live always in the grasping and the pain and the comparing and the fear? That brings a lot of fear. Oh my God, I could lose this. Or are you going to live and rejoice in the beauty of the next cloud formation? And as the next era, whatever comes. And then as you're rejoicing and enjoying it, realizing this too, it's just a passing cloud formation. Let me enjoy it. Let me be with it. Let me learn from it. Let me experience it, and let me allow it to leave. When it leaves, it's not up to me. It will leave when it's time. But am I fighting that? And if I am, I'm causing myself and others a lot of sorrow. Am I refusing it? I refuse for the clouds to change their formation. I refuse. Again, we use a lot of energy refusing, but I heard one beautiful woman, I believe her name, a writer, her name is Byron Katie, say you can go to the ocean and stand there and refuse for the low tide, the high tide to come in. Well, you can refuse all you want. You're going to lose. High tide's coming when it comes. The low tide's coming when it comes. Let's find a new way of being with all these inevitable and basically beautiful changes. If you see them as beautiful, they won't hurt you and they won't evolve in a very negative way. Someone I knew was crying because their child is about to go off to college, leave home. Empty nest syndrome, very common. Oh my gosh, what will my life be without that child being at home all the time with us? I'm not denying the fact that there can feel apprehension and emotion. That's fine, but that's just part of the cloud formation. Let it come and let it go. Because find out. Maybe it's time to evolve now into another part of your own self. Who knows? Let's not prefigure it. Let's find out by just being here. To me, this is the greatest courageousness of life, to do this. It's courageous and it's worthwhile. And it's in tune, in harmony with what is true. So let this be an anniversary of our growth, our learning, our evolution. The country is so divided. Division is never beneficial for anyone. Let's find within each other that which we agree with, that with which we support, that which we enjoy together. We all enjoy an ice cream cone. Come on, we're not that different. We don't have to make enemies out of one another. Let's not do that. That will not bring something you really will enjoy or grow. That well, maybe you will. Maybe people need that to grow too. I'm not anyone to say what is and what isn't. I'm just saying let's be together in this great adventure that we're undergoing, this great anniversary. We're all breathing, we're alive, we're here, and that we've received much good and much beauty, and let's rejoice and give gratitude for that. Thank you so much for listening. I have great gratitude for you. I enjoy sharing very much, and thank you for giving me the opportunity. And thank you, excuse me, and thank you for your wonderful comments. Okay, have a wonderful day. Enjoy the day. Bye bye. See you soon.